Hello, welcome back to Boris's Shed. We've just been doing a jigsaw, haven't we, Boris?
Yes, but I give up.
Yes, it is nice to have a break, actually. I was getting a bit tired.
I want a complete break. I don't want to ever do it again, ever.
Oh, come on, Boris, you can do it.
I don't want to do it. It's boring and I can't do it.
Have you ever felt like that? Frustrated? You know, feeling like you've tried and you just can't do it? It kind of feels like there's no way through. It's really annoying, isn't it? And sometimes it's just because we need a break and we just need to have a little break and then we can come back to it afresh. But do you know what? When our energy's up, no matter how big the problem, we can always get ourselves into a place where we look at a problem and we say, I'm not going to be intimidated by you. Although it looks like there's no way through, I'm going to keep trying until I find a way through. I know that there's a solution for this. We can always get that. But before we can get that into our head, we need to first of all choose it in our heart. We have to choose courage. And sometimes, you know, we need a bit of encouragement. We need someone to put courage in us, someone to encourage us. But no matter what, we can always choose courage. Boris, whilst you're kind of feeling in this place of frustration, can I tell you a story of one of the most courageous people I've ever heard of?
I suppose so.
I can. Well, we're going to very quickly hear the story of a man called Ernest Shackleton.
Shackleton was an explorer who lived a long time ago. In fact, it was 100 years ago when this story happened. He gathered a team of men to cross the Antarctic via the pole in 1914 to 1917. However, before getting to the Antarctic, his ship, which was called Endurance and looked a bit like this, got trapped in ice and was crushed to pieces before they could land. The crew escaped by camping on the sea ice until it melted and then launched lifeboats, meaning they could reach a nearby island. From there, Shackleton and 5 men went to get help from the nearest inhabited island, which meant sailing 720 miles in a small boat across a very dangerous sea. They arrived, but unfortunately, they were on the wrong side of the island. Shackleton and 2 other men then had to cross a 32-mile mountain ridge in freezing conditions along a route that no one had ever gone before. Eventually, they got there, and they got the entire crew home safely. When he got back to England, I think he might have had a lovely bath like this one.
He chose to be brave, but I don't want to.
Well, you make a good point, Boris. We do always get to choose. I mean, sometimes, though, we're in school or there might be some activities we don't get to choose. We just get to choose how we do them. But we do, when it's something like a jigsaw, we get to choose whether we want to do it or not. I've just got a question to ask you, though. Are you not wanting to do the jigsaw because you feel frustrated, sad and annoyed by it, or just because you want to do something different, just because you'd rather do something else?
Interesting question, Dave.
Yes. Well, while you think about that, I think something that would be really great for us to do would be to design a poster. Imagine you were Ernest Shackleton and you were going to try and encourage people to join you on this incredible adventure that he was going to go on, which we ended up finding out it actually became way more challenging. But I want you to design a poster to advertise this to people, and we've actually got the actual poster. Although this was many years ago, we've got the actual a picture of the actual poster that he used and put in the paper later on, and we'll show you that at the end. But first of all, it's your turn. So we're going to give you 6 minutes for this, just a little bit more than 5. 6 minutes to design your own poster to try and appeal to lots of people to get them to join you on this incredible adventure. So we'll just put some time on the clock. I know it's a very interesting looking clock, isn't it? This has perhaps got a few numbers and letters that you don't usually get on clocks. It's the clock that Boris made. It's Boris's clock, but trust us, although it looks a bit different, this is 6 minutes. We're not starting it just yet because this just gives you just a little bit of time just to get a pen and a paper. And actually remember, we're designing a poster, so you can be really creative. Why don't you get perhaps some colouring pens, perhaps a few things that you can even do some art with. And we're going to start creating this really cool poster that's going to advertise Shackleton's trip. So the 6 minutes starts now. Okay, how did you do? We'd love to see some of the pictures that you did. I know the people around you, either in school or at home, get to see the pictures, but we'd love to see them as well, wouldn't we, Boris?
Yes, we would.
We would. We'd love to see them. So feel free to send them to us. You could, of course, get the adult that's supervising you, either at school or home, to take a picture and to put them on social media. Make sure you tag us. We are at HeartSmartSCH. SCH is the abbreviated first 3 letters of school, of course. So tag us in it, and so we'll be able to see it as well. It'd be really, really great. Do you want to see? Are you ready to see the actual original poster? You ready for this? Very exciting. Here we go. Here's what it looks like. Men wanted for hazardous journey, small wages, bitter cold, long months of complete darkness, constant danger, safe return, doubtful, honour and recognition in case of success. Ernest Shackleton, 4 Burlington Street. That's it. It's pretty basic, isn't it? I'm guessing that what you've just done is probably a little bit more interesting than this. If you'd have seen that, would you have liked to have gone? So we have a phrase at HeartSmart that kind of talks about this whole value. What is it, Boris? Do you want to tell everyone?
No way through isn't true.
That's right, no way through isn't true. What do you think Ernest Shackleton thinks about no way through isn't true?
I think he's very courageous.
I agree, he was so courageous, wasn't he?
He changed his mission though, didn't he?
It's a very good point. He did change his mission though, didn't he? You know, he was planning on getting to the South Pole, but then when the boat got trapped, he realised he had to change his mission, otherwise they were all going to die. And so there are definitely some times where we have to go, do you know what? I'm going to have to change my mission. There's some times where we have to go, I'm going to put all my energy in a slightly different tack. But what no way through isn't true is about, is it just means that when we face a challenge, when we face a problem, we keep facing it with courage and with hope. So I hope that you feel inspired to do that. I know that it's helped me think about it once again. Has it helped you, Boris?
I'm going to do it, Dave.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do the jigsaw. I've been inspired.
Well, that's fantastic. I think Boris and I need to get back to doing the jigsaw then. Well, we really look forward to seeing you very soon back here in Boris' Shed. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.
Bye.